everybody, today we have MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020. It has a bad screen, as you can see there is some light coming through, but the screen is cracked and doesn't display. It does display on the external monitor. So we will take it apart and we'll replace the screen. Let's start.
Okay, let's start with the bottom screws. They're all the same size, P5. And let's go. So they're not the same length, so keep them separate so you know which ones go where. The longer ones go in the rear, and then the mid-length go on the corners, front corners, and this middle has the shortest ones. So let's keep them like that for easy installation back.
Sure.
Okay, have a suction cup or something, because you need to pull up the front slightly to be able to separate the bottom from the armrest. Go around with a sponger, plastic one, not to scratch the metal case. And you can feel them and hear them click. Once you get that, then you want to slide it to the front. Otherwise, you'll damage it. Okay. Okay, as always, working on any laptop, first thing first, let's unplug the battery. So there is no power in the motherboard, so we won't short circuit anything and nothing will burn. Now, let's unscrew all the screws here in the back to get to the hinges and the antenna. Stop. Okay, let's start with the hinge covers. We get a bunch of different screws here, so keep them in order with the parts or whatever on the side organized, so you know how to put them back. Where to put them back. So the small screws were Torx T2, and now we're switching to Torx T5 for the remaining screws, and there will also be a different size for the hinges, but that's in a minute. For the hinge screws, you need to use Torx T9H, the biggest one. Okay, let's get the antenna off. Really tiny screws, be careful, it's easy to damage them and then you'll be stuck. You'll have to drill them out and you'll might end up damaging even more. So this advice goes for the whole repair. If you don't feel like you're fairly experienced, don't even attempt it, because you will damage your laptop beyond what needs to be replaced, and you'll end up going to a repair shop or buying a new laptop. So be careful and make sure you have the right tools. Now looks like everything is disconnected. So to take the screen out, you have to find the right position to slide it to the side. Otherwise, you'll crack the screen right here, which is very common with these models. I see it a lot. Alright, so the old screen's out. Okay, so let's install the new screen and make sure it works. Be careful and gentle. Easy to damage while installing, and rather expensive to buy a new one. By the way, searching for laptop parts, go to getlaptopparts.com. It's the best store. Alright, so now it's a little gimmick to get these guys back in place, but it's doable. So hold them down, get the screwdriver and the right screws. Another thing with these MacBooks is everything is so tiny. The older I get, the less I can see the tiny screws and where they go. So there'll be time when I'll stop doing this just for that. And don't forget to take vitamins for eyesight, that might help. Okay, the screw is, the screen is back in place. Let's secure this connector and then we'll test it out, make sure screen works before we put all the screws back in. And this one, as I remember, is Torx T3. So instead of connecting and disconnecting the battery, I'll just get a charger to get the power just to test the laptop, the screen. So it's a USB Type-C. Let's go. All right. It's good enough. So let's get everything back in place. Didn't have to disconnect the Wi-Fi antenna, but it'll be a good idea afterwards to test, make sure the Wi-Fi connection works. That's at the end. All right, one last screw on this side. And we get 6 more to go. They're really tiny and hard to work with. Okay, last screw on this side. Luckily these are the tiniest and I'm done with them. It's the hardest to work on. Okay, well this one last up here holding down the connector. No. So hinge covers, and we'll be ready to connect the battery and close the case. It looks like the battery connector is in. Let's test the laptop again. Okay, everything looks good. Let's put the back case, bottom case back on. Remember, it needs to slide slightly backwards so it latches to the hooks. Okay, let's put the screws back in. Remember, they go in special order. The shortest ones go here in the middle, at the front edge. The mid-length go on the front corners. So I said it's always a good idea to keep all the screws in order, because otherwise if you mix them up, it'll be hard to find the right ones to put them back in. And the longest ones go here at these corners on the back. Everything looks good. Okay, since the laptop is put together, screen works. And the Wi-Fi also works, so we're all done. It's beautiful. Thank you. See you in the next video.